First, the crippling economic news. Inflation surged to its highest levels in the United States in 2 years because of the global energy crisis created by the war with Iran. March saw a record 25% jump in gas prices for U.S. consumers, hovering near $4 a gallon. If you wanted to go on a European vacation this summer, now there's this to worry about. Airports there are bracing for a jet fuel shortage if oil can't pass through the Strait of Hormuz. Over in Ireland, the Irish government had to call in the army today to quell protests over fuel shortages caused by the war with Iran. It is a full-scale global economic crisis that might actually be even worse than those headlines and worse than we think, because the prices of oil that we track don't fully capture the full scale of this disruption.
And as you can see, they're starting to admit what's going on here because there's no hiding it. A full-blown global economic crisis, and that things are worse than people realize. You even have the IMF coming out and warning on top of that the supply chain thing is going to be a major issue. They're raising inflation. All this is going to tie into worsen food insecurity is what they're warning about. And when it comes to specific things out there like iron ore, if you have a pullback in iron ore and the production, it affects many industries, more than what the average person realizes. And all of these things are going into motion. So regardless, if things get back on track at some point, there's going to be a huge gap, they're saying here, because production takes time. All these things take time. It's not going to be like a snap of a finger. Everything will be back to normal. All this disruption has already started something that they say is starting to spiral out of control. So the IMF now, the latest to warn about this, about supply shock. They go over items, polyesters, all these other things, textile items that are going to go through the roof here in the coming weeks ahead. So I expect it to be drug out further than that. What we're seeing here now is a confirmation of exactly what we suspected, that they're using this whole thing for a massive global reset, as Trump come out and even said himself. So everything's in motion here to send it in that direction. I will say this, though. To get the reset that they want, a new world order that's truly multipolar and where everyone is an equal under a banner, that means the U.S. has to be knocked from its perch. And it has to be knocked from it. And some event, I feel, is designed in the offing to do just that. We've got huge things coming. I hope you guys are ready. Join me for the live streams where I talk about this in greater detail. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there. Much love.